Good afternoon, guys, and happy Wednesday to all of your sunshiny faces. At least I think it's Wednesday, guys. Yeah, or it's Tuesday. No, today was Jack's second day back at school, and he had Monday off, so yes, it is Wednesday. But guys, Jack had his second day back to school since he since before Thanksgiving break, because you guys know how he got sick and everything like that and had mono and all that stuff. So he was gone all the last time he was at school was Thanksgiving, or before Thanksgiving break. So it was like that Tuesday or whatever before Thanksgiving was the last time he was in school. And then today he had a dermatologist appointment at like 2:30, I think. So my mom went and picked him up at 2, which school ends I think at 3, so I think he missed his like 9th hour class or whatever, or maybe like most of his, or all of his 9th hour, maybe some of his 8th hour or something like that. Anyways, guys, so yeah, Jack's second day back at school officially, and he also ended up missing an hour. So yeah, guys, but do you guys see this back here? These dogs, so, which Charlie is currently laying in one of them, these beds, that are the dog's beds, but Bravo was laying in one in the hallway, and I was like, come on, Bravo, like, you know, come to my room and everything like that. And normally he'll just like come straight to my room, and he, I think, was just like too comfortable. Like, he was just laying in his bed, not all the time. I'll say Bravo's probably more difficult though than Charlie, like when you call him to like come or whatever. And so Bravo was laying in the bed though, and sometimes he'll kind of like doesn't necessarily want to always come when you call him, you know, or if like, oh, do you want to come in my room, or you want to stay laying where you're already laying, and he'll sometimes opt to just stay laying where he's laying. So as a joke, I picked him up in his bed, and he was like all like burritoed up in the little bed when I was carrying it into my room. And so then I guess my mom put the second one on there, and the dogs have been laying on my bed in their beds, you know, because they're just literally that spoiled rotten, aren't you, Charles? Are you just that spoiled rotten that you're sleeping in on my bed, in your own bed? Are you sleeping in your bed? Hi, buddy. Are you sleeping in your bed on top of my bed? That's what you doing? Yeah. Yeah, guys, that's Charlie over there sleeping in his bed on top of my bed. But yeah, guys, I got to a load of laundry today, but not really all that much that I wanted to get to today. Honestly, guys, I was telling you guys yesterday, I was like, it stinks, like I've been going to bed late and stuff like that. I just need to wash my face and brush my teeth actually, and I'm gonna go to bed. So it'll be a little bit earlier, but today I ended up going to sleep again around 5 o'clock, which I realized that yesterday night, or not last night, the night before that, I actually went to bed earlier. I think I went to bed about 4:30. Then last night I fell asleep at about 5 o'clock. Then this morning I ended up waking up at about 8:30 because the AT&T, the cable guy, was coming because we had a wire that was hanging on our roof, and our garage roof, and it's like, my dad knew it wasn't like electrical one or whatever, that it was the AT&T one, but I think we had gotten it fixed before. Like, we had called somebody out here and it had been fixed like recently, like it got, you know, pulled back up or whatever. But it's happened I think twice now, where the wire has been actually laying on the garage roof, and so my mom ended up calling to get that taken care of, and then also too because our internet's been exceptionally slow lately. So we actually have to upgrade. I guess we don't have like the ultimate high-speed internet or whatever. Like, that's apparently not what we're paying for anymore, I guess, which is funny because I always thought it was, but my dad's like, oh no, so apparently we're not. But the question that like was supposed to be asked today when he actually ended up coming was if the wire from the pole to our house is fiber or not, and or if they have fiber, how can we get that, or can we? Because if you're not running it through, like, you know, whatever type of wire you're running it through, if it's older, like, you know, the stuff that is probably what we have out there, it's gonna run slower. You guys know, like a conductor of electricity, same sort of thing, I guess, with, you know, like internet speed and all that kind of stuff. So like my dad was saying that if it is an option to have fiber in our area, if we can like upgrade to getting that and stuff. And I don't think that's what the guy meant by like upgrading. So we would be getting the high-speed internet, but we wouldn't be getting it fast enough because our wires are still really old and need to be like upgraded, whatever. So that was what my mom or my dad wanted my mom to ask, but I don't know. She just addressed the problem with like why it wasn't, you know, why it's been exceptionally slow lately. And just like when you upgrade your phone and stuff like that, you know, or you don't upgrade your phone, you have an older phone, sometimes like things start to run slower on it just because, you know, the apps are being more upgraded and, you know, they're becoming faster and stuff like that, and like your phone doesn't have the type of capability anymore because it's, you know, 5 generations old or whatever that, you know, a brand new phone has, because it can run a lot of that stuff a lot faster. You know, because there's like on Jack's phone, because he has my old iPhone 5, there's like certain apps that he can't even have. There's certain apps, Matthew can't have with this iPhone 7. I think no, he has a, does he have a 6 maybe or something like that, or maybe he has a 7. I have a 7S, I think. I don't know, I'm a few generations behind right now, guys. Which it was funny though, because I upgraded my phone 2 years, like 2 generations. So I had a 5, then I had a 7, and that's what I've been left with now. I don't have any new phone after that, which I'd like to get something very new very soon. Not super soon, like I can wait a little bit, but obviously like I've noticed too when I'm browsing the internet, like it just, even if I'm not connected to our Wi-Fi, but just like browsing the internet in general and stuff like that, my phone, not only does the battery seem like it dies way faster now, but the apps a lot of times just seem like it takes a really long time for like things to load and stuff like that. And yes, could be in part to some internet, but I think it's also too just because my phone is getting so much older. But anyway, so yeah, the guy ended up coming over today. Actually, we ended up getting a new router, I believe, which we've had AT&T for so long. I think they've replaced our router like 4 times. Like the old ones have been replaced like 4 times now with like new ones and stuff like that. So I guess it's helped a little bit. I don't know, I haven't tried uploading anything. I haven't tried really doing anything. Matthew had a problem because I think something was unplugged or wasn't plugged into the right place, so he like didn't have internet upstairs for a while today, or something. I don't know what ended up happening, but yeah, I don't know that it's that much faster than it was like yesterday or not. But yeah, that was kind of what was up with that. But the other cool thing, guys, was that here's the thing, guys, was that when we first got AT&T Uverse, back in when I was maybe I was a freshman in high school, maybe I was in 8th grade, I can't remember. When I first got the cable box in my room, I still have my original remote, guys. And yes, it's a little dirty. It's a little like scraped up and stuff like that on some of the sides and stuff like that. The paint's a little, you know, bad. I was actually looking at it the other day and I was like, I've had this remote probably for like over at least like 5 to 8 years or something like that. Maybe even more than that. Maybe almost 9 or 10 years or something like that. Honestly, it might be a decade old. Still works, guys. And so I was like, literally too, I was literally looking at it probably yesterday or the day before that, and I was like, wow, I've kept really, you know, I've taken really good care of this remote. And then today when the AT&T guy came, he was like, oh, so how many boxes do you guys have? Or ended up giving us, you know, however many remotes for the boxes that we had. So I got a brand new one, guys. I haven't taken it out of the package yet because I'm a little bit scared because there's like buttons on here that, I don't know, the buttons are not really in different places, but it's just like, oh, like, it's weird. I'm used to like using that one. I'm like, oh, exit to TV, that button's there. It's always been there, but they're like different size buttons too. I'm like, I don't know, I feel like an old grandma. Like I can't like change, you know, use a different remote because I just like, you know, the way everything's set up on that one is the same, which like I said, it looks like all the buttons are in the same places. The buttons actually look bigger than on the old remote, but like I said, it just, I think there's some things that are No, maybe not, actually. I think literally every, oh, nope, the record button's in a different place. This remote is on the bottom part. You guys see that red button right there? And on the old remote, it was on the top part. That is in a different spot. But it's so funny too, because like I've used this remote for so long, like I said, probably close to 10 years or something like that now, but that I know where every single button on the remote is, like, and how to do everything. Like, without, like, the lights could be off, I would still be able to see like where everything is and know all the buttons and stuff like that. I am still trying to figure out this one, which is the one for my smart TV. Like, because there's no Hulu and there's no YouTube, like, just like button like straight up on there. Like, you guys see the what's it called, the Netflix and the Amazon one is on there, which it wasn't focusing. But yeah, so I have to actually go into the TV to change those, but I'm still figuring out how to use that one sometimes. It's just, like I said, it's really weird because I feel like I'm not used to using like a new button like this. Yeah. Oh, and they also added a recordings button instead of, like, there wasn't one on here I guess before. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to spend like a few days now getting used to using a new remote. Like I said, guys, I feel so like old. Like, I'm just like, oh no, like, why did they give me a new remote? Like, my old one was working perfectly fine. Like, it's like that one commercial with, it was like something about like, oh, you know, this isn't your parents' insurance or whatever it was, or, you know, that, you know, you start acting like your parents or something like that. It was a kind of a maybe a little older commercial, but it was the one with the guy and he's like, you know, if it's not broken, why fix it, or something like that. And he had like one of those really old like phones, not even a flip phone, it was like one of those really like old like walkie-talkie looking ones or something like that. Yeah, it's like that. I'm like, my remote's not broken, I don't need to replace it, like, you know, it's nothing's wrong with it. I still, guys, I believe I even still have the channel directory in my room just in case I need to figure out what channel. And I think honestly over half of these probably don't exist anymore on the same channel, but I've got a new one I think is on here, or else this is the guide on how to use the remote. I'm gonna have to get used to that now. So, oh, but anyways, guys, so actually where I was going with the whole story, the AT&T guy came over, was that he came over I think around 8 o'clock, and then I was up for probably until 11 o'clock. So again, I only got 3 hours of sleep. Then I was up until 11 o'clock, and then I fell asleep for about 2 more hours. So I think I got either 5 or 6 hours of sleep. I can't remember how long I ended up sleeping. I think it was around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock that I ended up getting up the second time, after I was already up for about 3 hours. And I was like, oh, I could just get up right now. I was like, but honestly, I will probably wind up falling back asleep if I, like, you know, go to eat food or something like that. I'll probably wind up laying back down and falling back asleep. So yeah, guys, like I said, my day has been not very productive, only because I feel like I'm super tired and I'm not going to bed much earlier tonight. So oh well, but I think I'm just going to take my melatonin regardless to try and get myself into some good deep sleep, and then also too so that I can, you know, I don't know, just try and sleep, like, you know, go straight to sleep when I get in bed, which I'm tired enough, but I feel like I've been tired enough and I still don't wind up falling asleep sometimes. So anyways, guys, I'll see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a little thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.